Welcome, Happy New Year. I thought that this week we could talk a little bit about your sadhana or your personal practice. And one thing that I want to say to start out with is that it's important to have a personal practice. It's important to be doing yoga in a way that supports your own healing and spiritual growth, and to be committed and dedicated to a practice of some kind. That being said, that can look different for different people, and it can look different for you at different times in your life, depending on what's going on. So it's important to be flexible and adaptable, and to really ground your practice in what is needed. And this is where it's really helpful to have a teacher who can help to guide you as you're creating your practice. Although it is your personal practice, you're the one who does it. You may very well be doing it at home or in another location away from your teacher. Having the guidance of someone who is on the outside looking in with intimate awareness is really, really important, right? That being said, your practice is informed by what's going on with you. Commonly, when clients come to me for a session, and they've been coming to me over a period of time, when I ask them how it's going, one of the things that I hear in the vast majority of sessions is, I didn't practice as much as I wanted to, or I didn't practice as much as I should have. And this is an interesting statement. It's such a common way of thinking about practice, and I find that it isn't that helpful. It's understandable, it makes sense. It's how our whole society teaches us to think, and it isn't true or helpful. There is an objective reality of what you did, when you did it, how long you did it for. And then there's this idea of should. Okay? And when we look at the objective reality, we can see that there were some results. You did a certain thing and you felt a certain way. Those results are not necessarily informing the should. I would rather start with what's possible rather than what you think should happen. So when we start with what's possible, we do what's possible. We can then evaluate how it's going. Is it working? How is it working? What isn't working? What can you then change? Right? So when people ask me, how much should I be practicing? One of the things that I like to look at instead is, how much can you practice? How much are you already practicing? What do you think is possible as a beginning, as a very small beginning? What is an amount of practice where you are guaranteed to succeed? Start there. Create the structure and the support to be successful there. And then build on it if the results suggest that you need to. Okay? I find that the clients who have the best results in terms of their healing and their growth are the ones who do a small amount of practice more consistently, rather than the ones who said, well, I didn't practice all week and then I remembered I was coming here, so I did an hour of practice yesterday. Okay? If you do 1, 2, 3, 5 minutes of practice more often, you will see change more quickly than if you do an hour of practice once a week. So those are just some guiding principles to think about as you're working with this idea of should and reconfiguring this idea of should, to become more grounded in what actually is happening, and is it working for me? Hope that's helpful. If I can support more, please reach out. I would love to answer your questions in the comments. I'd also love to hear how this landed. Take really good care and good luck with your practice in 2024.